Alessandro Resu for Lo Spazio della Politica. We are here with author and journalist Fabio Chiusi, who is the author of the book I Hate You on Facebook, Ti odio su Facebook in Italian, and we'll discuss with him on Facebook, politics and journalism in Italy and elsewhere. Fabio, in your opinion, is Facebook dangerous for our society?
I don't think so. I think it is. It has a lot of. It gives a lot of opportunities to people that use it. And in Italy we have like 17 million users, so it depends. It still remains to be seen whether we're using those opportunities. I think the opportunities are, like, most of all, that you can keep in touch with some people that you would not reach otherwise. So basically, I don't know. For my job, other journalists that I appreciate, some politicians that really interact with their voters or potential voters or even critics. Some of them are really them, you know, that it's really them that are using their fan pages. I don't like when there are some politicians, for example, that give some society to some other company the task to manage their fan pages. So sometimes you can see like 3-4 different politicians that update their statuses with the same sentence, for example, and that's bad, you know, because that's not the purpose of Facebook. I think that if you want to keep Facebook on the track of journalism and politics, that's the main use. So fostering dialogue between people. Of course, it's not easy, especially in a country like Italy, which is a lot divided into two factions, you know, and the name of some ideologies that maybe should be dead by now, you know. So you always see people accusing each other of communism or fascism or something like that. So, but that's I think it's just, you know, a mirror of our society. It's not something intrinsic to Facebook, as a lot of people, especially the Italian press or the Italian politics, would want to.
A second question. You are both a blogger and a journalist. What do you think that journalism today can learn from bloggers?
It's a nice question. I think journalism today should learn to respect bloggers first, because most of the journalists, especially from most authoritative newspapers, I don't know, Corriere della Sera, Repubblica, or things like that, they used to take the best of bloggers without quoting them, without giving the proper links, active links to the blogs. Sometimes, especially in the past, it used to happen a lot, and so that's not good. That's not ethical, because it's a bad thing on the web just to keep somebody's content without quoting the source. But apart from that, I think that of course there are two different, in some respect, there are two different jobs. A journalist has to find news, to go around talking to people, seeing places, experiencing things, and trying to explain them in the simple possible way. A blogger is more of a commentator, in my opinion, or it can be a good web journalist. So I know a lot of good web journalists, in the sense that they describe and explain in really simple terms things that otherwise that happen on the web, that otherwise are not seen by traditional journalists that do not fully grasp the meaning of what's going on the web most of the time. So I think bloggers should learn a lot from journalists, from professional journalists, in terms of, you know, competency and expertise, and having your own sources of information, protecting them. I think WikiLeaks is going to change a lot this kind of.
Which way?
I don't know. That's the thing. I think nobody knows. There are a lot of discussions going on the web, whether it's a good or bad thing. but I'm quite sure that the balance between power, information and politics is going to change forever after this, because WikiLeaks is not a person, contrary to what they try to sold us, you know. So WikiLeaks is not Julian Assange. WikiLeaks is an idea that can work. It has proven to be working, and it can be replicated. So I think it is already being replicated in different countries, and Daniel Domscheit-Berg, former number 2 of WikiLeaks, is about to create his own leaking, whistleblowing site, which is called OpenLeaks. So I think it's going to be really, really hard for governments, for example, to stop this, to prevent this from happening. And the only thing that they can do is like to severely limit the freedom of expression of the web, which is not, you know, it would not be a good thing. So
given your expertise with Italy, talking about politics and information, which is, according to your opinion, the #1 priority in terms of political investments on the internet and the web? What should the politics do?
I think there should be a cultural investment. I think it's even more important than the structural ones, which is badly needed, by the way, because we are suffering from a severe structural digital divide. But I think the cultural digital divide, which is what I was talking about today during the conference, I think the cultural digital divide is really even worse, because, you know, the problem is that we have a class of politicians, of lawmakers, and that form, and journalists, of course, that form public opinion, which is people have a wrong image of what the web is, and they have all the negative aspects stressed out and fully, you know, describe, for example, pedophilia and all the risks that all the things that can damage your brain somehow by using too many social media or staying too much connected. You have all of these, you know, dangers in the front line, but we have not clear in the same way, I think, the opportunities that derive from this incredible expansion of social media, for example. So I think that the first thing that should be done should be to foster this culture in a conscious way. Make people aware of what it means to, what they can do in the positive sense with the internet. You know, that's the thing.
Okay, we thank Fabio for his contribution, and check his blog, which nickname is Il Nichilista. Bye!